What's going everybody? It's your boy Koza here, and I'm really just here to make a little short video on how modding really works, specifically modules, as more or less like the forma of the First Ascendant. Modules can be a little bit iffy sometimes. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you think, the forma, if you think it, most of the time it will, cut it in half. As you can see, this is 14, and this goes down to 7. Now, if you do an odd numbered mod, like walk the tightrope, I don't have mine maxed out yet, but hey, it works because it's 13. As you can see, it goes down. Now, you would think it's at 13. It would go down to 6 when it's put into a mod slot. The thing is, specifically for odd numbered modules, like 15, 11, stuff like that, it's always going to be cut in half, rounded up. That's why it's at 7. Now, say we put a mod in a non matching mod slot like this, it increases it by about half. The thing is, it's by half rounded down is what it adds. So, as you can see, it was 13, it went up to 17, which that would mean it's a 4 extra cost. Normally it would be 5 if I was at 15. Now another example would probably be like this. As you see, 14. It's usually a +4, but if I go into a different mod with a higher stat, like a 16 mod, as you can see, it went up to 21, which is a +5. The thing is, depending on what the mod is, it's really usually you want to match your mods on some builds. Some builds it doesn't really matter as much since like for example Ultimate Lepic, if it's fully modded out, fully reset like 5-6 times, like fully maxed, it does not matter. Now the thing is, I don't have any descendants that has a formatted sub-module slot, but usually what happens with sub-modules, right? Let me grab one real quick to show. I might take Shock Punch, since most people will have Shock Punch, but not everyone have like long distance maneuvering or mid-air maneuvering, right? So if we go Shock Punch, as you can see, it adds +10. In every build, you want to have a maxed out submod. Doesn't matter what it is. Really, it really does not matter what it is for your sub slot. The thing is, if you put a forma on it, in the First Ascendant's case, they are called Crystallization Catalyst. Say you were to put a Crystallization Catalyst right here, it would add 5 no matter what. No matter if it was a rank 1 and it adds 0, it's gonna add a +5 to it, no matter the level of the mod. That's the thing. And the way you want to really build, like, this is more for like Descendants, same thing for weapons. I'm just gonna say it. Just to take this as an example, this is my Ultimate Bunny build. She's not maxed. I haven't put a energy activator in her because I haven't crafted an extra one. I have plenty of energy activator blueprints, but I have not put one in her. The thing is, for modding Descendants, is you want to build around in Ultimate Bunny's case, I have a high voltage build because high voltage goes hard and it does a lot of damage. The thing is, you really want to look at the character's stats on the ability specifically. I just have health and defense because I want health and defense. That's really the only reason why. Let's go lightning emission. First off, you can see electric singular. Normally, you'd want, singular, but for bunnies and ultimate bunny's case, you want to basically have this goes from descendant to descendant depending on how you're building it, what abilities you were building around. Now, for ultimate bunny's case, since I'm running high voltage, I'm going to be basically building around lightning emission. And the way you build lightning emission specifically is you want to have a low cooldown. For me, it's at 16.4 and a high range. This is very important because some people don't realize this about Bunny is that her lightning emission isn't just a circle around her; it's more of a cone around her. And what do you mean by it? It's not really a cone; it's more of like a cylinder around her. So any vertical movement will attack enemies if they're in the range. That's why you want to have really high range. The other thing is you want to make sure that for lightning emission bunny builds or anything, infinite ammo glay, you want to have your duration higher than your cooldown. Specifically on infinite ammo glaze, you want it for infinite ammo glay, you really want specifically your duration and your cooldown to be almost identical in a sense that you can, instead of reloading normally, whatever your reload key is or button, you just want to be able to spam your third ability while in frenzy on glay as your reload button. That's how infinite ammo glaze work, is just a duration that is matching their cooldown. Maybe a little bit more duration over cooldown. That's really how I have it built. But yeah, the main thing is for modding, as you saw earlier, specifically for the crystallization catalysts where it's matching. If it's an even number for your mod slot, it's going to be automatically half. If it's an odd number, it's going to be half rounded up plus 1. So if it was 15, it would be around 8 instead of 7. It's always going to round up. That's why for certain mods, like, you think you have enough space, but if it's like an odd number mod, it's not going to be enough space because, say, normally you need, like, you place something in a slot and you have, like, 7 module capacity left, but you can't put it in. The reason why is because the game code is reading it as not a 7 mod when in the slot it's counting it as an 8. That's like the main reason why. And yeah, that's really what I wanted to talk about today, is just the reason why you can't really put mods in when you should have space and you put it in the catalyzation slot and it doesn't go in. It's because if it's a odd number, it rounds it up. If it's an even number, it's completely in half. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed but you see it, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I'm trying to reach the 500 sub goal on YouTube because I want to make money. And just because I want to get to the point where I can start giving back to the communities that help me out. So yeah, if you're not subbed and you enjoy the content, or you watch the content and you enjoy it and you're not subbed, please sub. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, it's been your boy Kaiser. See you later.